lost to 3 of the rest. Now can they beat the best and stay in the title race? A win over Manchester United could turn Arsenal's season, but if they lose, the side they once called the Invincibles would seldom have looked so vulnerable. This could be make or break. Theo Walcott, William Gallas, Mikhail Silvestre and Bakary Sagna all passed fitness tests. Almunia is okay after illness, Touré is left out, Adebayor ruled out and Van Persie suspended. Manchester United make 7 changes from their trip to Celtic. Park Ji-sung's preferred to Nani, Fletcher has an injury and the experience of Gary Neville gets the nod over Rafael da Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo's next goal will be his 100th for Manchester United, the last 49 of which have been scored in only 57 games. There'll be very little silence at the Emirates today, but Arsenal and Manchester United mark the fact that tomorrow is Remembrance Sunday. Gary Neville forward. And Silvestre short. Well, was that a back pass from Silvestre? Howard Webb says it was. And within the first minute, Manchester United have a free kick inside the Arsenal penalty area because of this bit of slackness from Mikhail Silvestre. Well, it was short and Almunia felt he had to put hands on it to keep it from Rooney. It's touched to Anderson. It actually hit Park Ji-sung Carrick. And Arsenal have escaped a problem of their own making, but only just. The shot from Anderson hit his own player, and then Park almost got ahead on the shot from Carrick. It's a let-off for Arsenal. Well, it's a long while since Arsene Wenger's had to defend his record, but he's found himself doing that this week. He's even had a bit of sympathy from the other dugout. Rooney to Park. Scored at Stamford Bridge earlier this season, you'll remember Park. And Ronaldo in behind Clichy. And Park is arriving, and he left it nicely, and Rooney's there. It's a good save, and he's offside, Berbatov. Flag was up before Dimitar Berbatov put the ball in the net. Mike Malarkey, far side, was in no doubt. Ronaldo got in behind Clichy. Nice dummy from Park. There he is, Berbatov offside. It's a good save by Almunia. Clichy accelerating, Nasri to his left. Diaby's in a good position. Clichy, good cross, Bentner. It's a great cross in by Gael Clichy. Oozing quality, the cross. Great pace and great precision too. It's a terrific opportunity for Bentner. Given away by Ferdinand. Diaby into the feet of Bentner. Nasri. If there's going to be a cross, there's only Fabregas in there to try and meet it. Gary Neville stopped it. Clichy's there. Denilson. Nicely worked between Denilson and Diaby. Now Nasri. Now Bentner's in the middle. Diaby arriving too. Samir Nasri teasing Gary Neville. Good ball in, but Bentner's missed another one. Well, it was Clichy the first time, it's Nasri this. The man on the end of it's the same, it's Nicholas Bentner. He should have been on. Anderson away from Fabregas. Patrice Evra. Berbatov's moving, Anderson's found him, has support, Berbatov in Ronaldo, here he comes, here's Rooney, he's missed it. Well, he won't get too many better opportunities than that. Beautifully worked by Manchester United. Great movement from Berbatov. Ronaldo given so much room, as was Rooney. He hasn't just missed, he's missed by a mile, really. Foul by Evra on Sagna. This free kick is in a decent position for Arsenal. It's right in front of Darren Can. He couldn't have had a better view of it. Cesc Fabregas over the ball. Forgotten so quickly if they beat Manchester United here today. Cristiano Ronaldo. Evra in a good position. Gallas across. Or that surely will be a card for William Gallas. Well, you can give so much leeway given the conditions at the Emirates, but I don't think you can let that go. And William Gallas gets the yellow card. Cristiano Ronaldo to deliver. It's a great delivery. Oh, Clichy is within a whisker of putting it into the back of his own net. What a fantastic delivery by Ronaldo. Clichy facing his own goal. Some achievement not to put that in the back of the net. Corner taken, short to Park. Anderson. Here's Berbatov. Is that a foul? Danielson judged not to have fouled Berbatov. Here's Carrick. And Arsenal can break here. It's Danielson. Bentner to his left. Walcott is flying. Danielson delayed. Bentner. Anderson got his foot in. Manchester United with lots of blue shirts back now. Here's Clichy. Easy for Vidic to deal with. Theo Walcott. Bounced off Rooney's backside. Fabregas is there. Oh, and if Bentner had got a touch, he could have diverted it in. It's been a fantastic first half hour. It's 1-0 to Arsenal. It could have been about 3 each. Oh, good ball, Park Ji-sung. Still Park. Saved by Almunia. Ronaldo's got to it first. Rooney is there. So was Sylvestre for Arsenal. He's had some good moments in this game, Park Ji-sung. Well, he's been through this so many times, and so is he, by the way. Well played. Nasri in a good position. Still Nasri. Turned Vidic twice. Can't turn him a third time. Sylvestre with a cross too high for Bentner, and Walcott. Well, another opportunity for Arsenal. Nasri involved. Sylvestre with a cross over Bentner, and Walcott hammered the volley into the turf and up and over. Oh, if only, if only. Diaby. Anderson has had a typically busy game for Manchester United. Berbatov. Skipping away from Danielson. Always posing a threat, Manchester United. Rooney down the right-hand side. Fed by Dimitar Berbatov. Last 30 seconds of normal time in the first half. Fabregas only half away. Ronaldo there for Manchester United. Blocked by Sagna. Still they come. Evra. Great bit of skill. Walcott got enough of the ball, and Arsenal will hope now to see it through to half-time, but it's a dangerous place to play too much football, and Anderson's won it back, takes on Gallas, and Almunia makes the save. Well, there would have been an inquest at half-time if Manchester United had scored from this. Suspicion of handball against Clichy, but not enough for Howard Webb to give anything. Manchester United haven't had possession yet in the second half. It's Diaby looking for Bentner. Sagna. Diaby. The worst possible start to the second half for Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United, who lost at Anfield, drew at Stamford Bridge, and are now losing at the Emirates. Park Ji-sung, can they respond immediately? It's a great ball, Ronaldo! Oh! Had to be. Well, what odds would you put on Cristiano Ronaldo missing this? That could be so crucial. Berbatov to Rooney. Rooney to Neville. Well, Wayne Rooney missed a great chance first half. Ronaldo missed an even better in the second. Now can he weave a way through? Still Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's Almunia's. It's just not happening in the penalty area for Manchester United. Cesc Fabregas, Bentner moving now. Bentner in behind Rio Ferdinand. Fabregas arriving, it's Walcott, missed his kick. Danielson won the header, that's a Manchester United free kick. Evra to Berbatov, Berbatov to Anderson. Anderson for Carrick, plenty forward, Berbatov there. Berbatov into Evra, looking to turn Sanya, good block by the fullback. Danielson got a head on it, Berbatov. Still Evra there, and Berbatov, and Gallas hit Berbatov on the hand, accidental. Controversial if United score here, Rooney! Arsenal would not have been happy if Manchester United had scored because it did hit Berbatov on the wrist. And Gary Neville is replaced. Carrick, Ronaldo. Deflection off Sanya, Manchester United corner. It's Rooney with a corner kick. Manuel Almunia lost it and then found it again right on Carrick's toe. Well, he's lost it in the crowd, and credit to him. He's then made sure he won it again. Got a smack in the chops from Michael Carrick for his pains. Michael Carrick had every right to try and go for the ball, but he has got a yellow card. He's a wily old fox. He's just had a word with the fourth official, Steve Tanner, and said, long stoppage this, should be plenty of time at the end. Almunia's back on his feet. Arsenal will hope he knows exactly where he is and what day it is. Danielson, Diaby, Nasri. Giggs couldn't make the challenge. Nasri taking on Vidic, chased by Vidic. Still Nasri, goes down, Howard Webb says no. Big call for the referee this, Vidic with Nasri in the penalty area now. And Vidic just let go of the shirt at the crucial moment. Here's Ronaldo for Manchester United. Gallas! Well, it's end-to-end now. Bentner. Walcott took it in his stride beautifully, and Ferdinand got across. What a game this has been. Vidic has his shirt. Not sure there's a pull. He certainly has the shirt, then he lets go. Probably blindside of Howard Webb. And again Diaby. And he's got round Vidic. And he's nicked it away from Evra. And he's played it into the path of Nasri. And Bentner square. And he tried to pull it back for Danielson. Raphael made the challenge on Diaby, and Manchester United will break. Park into the path of Giggs. Tevez furthest forward. Evra's flying downfield. Here's Park. Is there a route now? Great challenge by Sylvestre. It's found its way to Ronaldo. It's too high for Tevez. Ryan Giggs there. Still queuing up in the middle, and Fabianski clutches the ball gratefully into his midriff as Ryan Giggs wasted the cross. But the threat from Manchester United is still apparent, as is the threat on the counter from Arsenal. Bentner, he did everything right until the shot came, then there was precious little power on it. knocked away by Fabregas. Ryan Giggs for Manchester United. Giggs out by Gallas. Giggs again. Out by Clichy. Back in by Raphael. It's 2-1. In the 90th minute of the game, Raphael has just thrown Manchester United. Munia, it's a wonderful strike. It's 2-1. 6 minutes brings a gasp from the Arsenal fans. And here's Giggs. And Ronaldo. And Tevez. And Ronaldo. And Park. Carlos Tevez. Great ball. Fabianski comes and takes. What a moment. What a take. Has them on their feet from Lucas Fabianski. Here's Nasri. Beautiful ball. Nicholas Bentner. Fabregas arriving. Bentner goes alone. Still Bentner. Still Bentner. Could have fed Nasri. Could have fed Fabregas. Could have finished Manchester United. Did none of the above. By my watch, they have about 2 seconds. And time is up. Arsenal have won an epic encounter at the Emirates. Arsenal have faced their critics and faced their rivals eye to eye, and they've come out winners.
I am very proud of our performance today. I believe as well it was a fantastic football game where we won against a great Man United side who was always dangerous going forward. We did take our chances, they didn't. And of course at 2-0 we did hang on, and they took the initiative, and we couldn't finish the game off with a third goal. And in the end we had 6 nervy minutes.
You don't want a game of football that goes from one goal mouth to the other. The fans will love it, but from a coach's point of view it was too open, and we suffered from that.
Yeah, it was very important for us to win today, you know, because after a few games, you know, the atmosphere was not good in the dressing room, you know, because we lost. And today, you know, the pressure was on our shoulder, and we wanted to show everybody it's the same team, it's the same ambition, you know, and today was against Man U. But yeah, we are very proud of us because we play very well.
It was a wonderful advert for the Premier League. Terrific game of football.
Well, over the years we've seen some brilliant games in the Premiership. Some of the games more goals than that, but for sheer pace, intensity and quality, takes a bit of beating. I mean, right from the word go, it was, you know, Mike Phelan's complained it was open, but for a neutral watching the match, it was unbelievably quick. The tempo from start to finish, the passing and moving was absolutely brilliant. And tribute to Arsenal, because for the week or 10 days that they've had, they needed a result more than a performance, and in the end they got both, which is a tribute to Wenger and his players.
Big win for Arsenal, wasn't it?
Huge win. I think a big turning point in the game was Arsenal scored, and straight away Man United went up the other end. Could have got it to 2-1. It would have made a big difference, and whether they could have withstood the pressure for another 35 minutes from Man United, we don't know. But it was, I mean, some of the football from both sides, it was just a joy to watch. And I mean, we were sat screaming at the game and just purring over some of the football from both sides. As I said, just going to show you 2 or 3 bits here. Little one to Neville to Ronaldo, runs down the line. Watch Berbatov's run. Little over from Ji-sung Park. Rooney hits the target. Good save, just offside from Berbatov. But all neat little 1-touch, 2-touch football. Good play from Anderson. Just watch the movement from Berbatov. Great first touch. Into Ronaldo. Again, pull back for Rooney. He should score.
In Arsenal in the second half, it's just 1 touch, 2 touches, bump. This is about past 15, 16. Gallas across, Sylvester takes 1 touch, little ball in, back, through again, bit of movement. Eventually comes to Walcott and he makes a mess of it, but absolutely brilliant play. And that's what the whole game was like.
100 mile an hour, wasn't it?
And that's been a feature of the big 4 playing this year. I mean, sometimes you get them and it'll be fascinating because of the intensity, but it's usually tight, whereas when they played this year, the games have been great, but that was the best of the lot.
Really open.
Yeah.
At times, though, some of the defending, perhaps not what we're accustomed to.
Well, normally you see Ferdinand and Vidic and Neville, who have been so solid and commanding over the years for Man United, and it'll be rare that we actually show them up in games like this. But just watch Bentner there and Ferdinand and Vidic around him. They haven't got a clue where he is, and he should actually score there. Exactly the same thing happens here again. Ball out to Nasri again. Just look at Bentner running free into the box. Vidic doesn't know where he is. Evra doesn't know where he is. Ferdinand doesn't know where he is. And again, he should score. But I'm just going to speed it up here. We need to save a few seconds. They weren't that quick during the game. It seemed like it. But 15 passes from the corner. Every single player, Arsenal player, apart from Gallas, touched the ball. Now we're going to slow it down here. Just watch the passing from Arsenal. But again, I'm going to have a little go at Ferdinand and Vidic, in particular Vidic. Nasri in the little hole there. There's Walcott. I'm going to show you his run. But just watch Ferdinand and Vidic again. Great run from Walcott. This move doesn't happen if he doesn't run in there and create the space for Nasri here. Look, the both of them follow Walcott. Gives him the space, Nasri, and what a finish that is. Fantastic football, but I'm sure when Alex looks at the video, he'll think his defenders could have done better.
By contrast, the Arsenal defended well generally. William Gallas, who's had his critics, and you've been one of them last season, I recall.
Well, at Birmingham last year, he let himself down, let the team down, let the young players down, and what the criticism has been about Arsenal is they needed leadership on the pitch, and today he gave them that. You know, he was absolutely magnificent, especially when they came under the cosh. We all know he's a multi-talented defender. He's one of the great defenders. You don't win everything in the game without being fantastic. But late on, I just thought he showed so much composure, solid, reliable, resolute, and just led by example. Giggs in position just takes it quite easily. Again, cool and composed. And then we see what they call the John Terry position in here, just brilliant in that position. And then basically save the best for last, because this, under pressure, is the best header. We'll track him here. The best header you ever liable to see under pressure. He's going backwards, get to the penalty spot, absolutely brilliant. And the leadership, the young players, go tell them what to do. A little bit of respect from Walcott there. He's saying, yeah, fine. That's what they needed on the pitch, and they got it today.
There's been a lot of rubbish written about Wenger this week and crisis and things like that, and I mean, he's a great manager. He's proved it many times. He's not under any sort of...
Well, he's not under any sort of pressure at all, apart from the fact that they haven't won anything for 3 years. You know, with his track record going back, and the thing about it, people don't remember like 5 years and 6 years ago.
But they don't spend like the others.
They don't, but yeah, but so is that the problem? They don't spend. Have they got the money to spend? They are fourth, right, favourites to win the Premiership. When you watch that, the game today, you think, well, why are they fourth? Because when they play like that, they're as good as anybody. It's when they struggle, when they go away from home, and maybe they don't have the resilience of other teams.
I don't think there's ever been a question mark against Arsenal playing football, because you, Alan, myself, we all say if we're all going to pay money, then they'll be the team to watch. I think the question mark comes, like last week at Stoke, when they're going to be put into a battle. Have they got enough bodies who are going to be prepared to stand up and fight and scrap? Last week they weren't, but on that performance today, they should be higher than they are.
When they're good, they're good.
Oh,
as for Manchester United, they've lost 8 points out of a possible 9, so just the 1 point against the big three, all away from home. But
they've got them all to play at home, which I think can be significant. But considering their record last year against the bigger clubs around them, it's pretty disappointing.
They didn't play too badly today. Like Al said, made 1 or 2 mistakes defensively. They're still going to be there or thereabouts.
It's quite tight there, so there's a long way to go.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go, but Manchester United have got so much quality, so much strength and depth, so much attacking prowess that, and Ferguson's right when he says that sooner or later they will convert the...
On our top story then, to the Carling Cup we go, and Arsenal's youngsters continue to impress. They beat a full-strength Wigan side 3-0 at the Emirates to make it through to the quarter-finals. Arsene Wenger's side had an average age of just 19. Arsenal went close on 12 minutes, Wigan failing to clear their lines, and Jay Simpson hit the crossbar with that effort. Arsenal did take the lead after 42 minutes, Jack Wilshere putting Simpson through.
It's a lovely ball for Simpson! Top-class Arsenal goal!
The 19-year-old scoring on his full Arsenal debut. Wigan looked brighter after half-time, but Arsenal's pace brought the second goal midway through the second half. Carlos Vela sprinting clear and squaring to Simpson. There he goes for his second goal of the night. 3 minutes later, it was 3-0. Vela with a great goal.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant finish by Vela, matching the goal he scored against Sheffield United, and Arsenal now have surely booked their passage into the quarter-finals.
Wigan almost pulled a goal back late on, but Daniel de Ridder, after that great run, was first denied by Lucas Fabianski before Amizaki's effort also superbly stopped. But it's Arsenal, with Arsene Wenger continuing to put his trust in youth, that move into the last 8.
Yeah, he said he would stick with us the whole way, so it's good that he shows faith in us. It gives us a lot of confidence.
And I know a lot of the senior players were around the tunnel area and they popped into the dressing room as well. How much of a boost was that for you?
The senior players having their experience is a real boost for all of us. I spoke to Addy before the game. He said just hit the target, and it helped me.
Lucas, you're the old man of this team. How does that feel at 23?
I don't know really, but I didn't feel really old on the pitch, and I'm really happy that with that kind of young players we really play good. We are not scared of the really good opponent like Wigan, so I'm really happy.
And a very good save at the end of the game there. How important is it that you keep pushing Manuel Almunia, and do you think you're close to maybe taking over as #1? Is that on your agenda?
That's my aim, and I'm doing everything to be really close, and you know, in the future, in one moment I want to be the first one, so I just try to do my best.
Arsenal fans will be wondering if this young team can go all the way in this competition. Do you think you could maybe win it this season? Is there any reason why not?
I think there is no reason to do not, I don't know, win this competition. I think we proved already in those 2 games that we can really win that title.
More ground on the title race. Aston Villa were 2-0 winners at the Emirates. Manuel Almunia saved the first half penalty from Ashley Young, but a Gaël Clichy own goal and Gabriel Agbonlahor sealed the win for Villa in the second half to leave Arsenal 9 points behind leaders Chelsea.
Arsenal fielded the same team that had beaten Manchester United the week before, while Martin O'Neill arrived at the Emirates looking for his first win as a manager against the North London club. It was the visitors who went on the attack first, and when Ashley Young was brought down in the area by Theo Walcott, Mike Riley had no hesitation in awarding the penalty. Young himself took the spot kick, but Almunia made a smart save low to his right to keep the match scoreless. Villa were now rampant, and Barry forced Almunia into action again. Arsene Wenger brought on a fit again Emmanuel Adebayor in the second half, but soon after his side were a goal down. It was Gaël Clichy who headed into his own net.
And Aston Villa have the lead at the Emirates.
Things got worse for the home side as Sagna left the field injured, and then it was 2-0. Arsenal felt they should have had a free kick, but Agbonlahor raced away to score his 7th league goal of the season.
He's surely won it for Aston Villa.
In the final minutes, Friedel had to be alert to keep out Fabregas, but in the end, Villa beat them for the first time in 20 league games. Matt Floyd, Sky Sports.
How many more defeats do you think you can afford, Arsene, as far as the title race is concerned?
I don't know. I don't know more than you, but you know, you cannot afford to lose anyway. When you play at home, you want to win.
We've got to try and get to that level all the time, because only that level would be good enough to be contesting with the big teams.
Now back to football, Arsene Wenger insists William Gallas does have a future at Arsenal, but he refused to discuss the Frenchman's criticism of his teammates. Arsenal's miserable week was compounded by a 3-0 defeat at Manchester City as they lost further ground in the title race.
Defeat at the hands of Manchester City, but Wenger was determined to win at the post-match news conference.
I will not speak about William Gallas.
4 times he refused to discuss Gallasgate.
I do not speak about Gallas. I just told you.
Are you able to say what the future of William Gallas is, if you won't talk about him, what his future is?
I do not want to talk about it. He's a player who doesn't play today. I just told you I will not speak about it.
Right, do you want to just move it on now?
And if you would, we can go on until midnight if you want. I give you also the same answer and you go on as well with the same question.
With Gallas back in London, Manuel Almunia did the captain's duties, but all the pre-kick-off bonding had little effect.
And Johnny feeding in Stephen Ireland. Ireland trying to rip his way through. It's Ireland again! Stephen Ireland is in the form of his life!
That was followed in the second half by a Robinho special.
Audacity!
And when Sturridge went down in the penalty area, he got up again to make it 3-0.
Can you clarify anything regarding William at the moment?
There's nothing to clarify.
Does he still have a future, as far as you're concerned, at the club?
Of course.
Who should be the next Arsenal captain?
Probably Colo Touré, I think.
Probably got to give it to Fabregas when he comes back.
I think certainly Fabregas and possibly Touré as well.
Thank you.
What a week. And as if things aren't bad enough, a Champions League date on Tuesday is followed by Chelsea. Gary Cottrell, Sky Sports.
Well, the last time Arsenal won the league in 2004, they went through the whole season unbeaten, but their 5th defeat of the season doesn't necessarily spell the absolute end for their title hopes. The last 3 Premier League champions all went on to win the titles with 5 defeats. We have the Sunday Telegraph with us to review more of the stories in today's papers. Hello to you once again. Let's pick up where we left off and continue stories about Arsenal.
Yes, well, I mean, this is a sad crisis. I mean, we use the word crisis hesitantly because it's used so often, but it does really appear, I mean, the headline says meltdown. Duncan White in the Sunday Telegraph uses the rather more elegant word disarray. To describe what's going on. It looks as if it's a proper crisis this time, and a crisis for Arsenal, actually, to me, is a really big story, because Arsenal are the model of how a big football club should be run. And if they're in trouble, football's in trouble. This is my view of it. Unlike Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, they're not in sort of unhealthy debt. They're in they paid money for the construction of their new stadium, but that's what you should go into debt for. But the football operation is run sensibly and prudently. So it's sad that it's not working on the field. They've got a team that's too young, with not enough leaders. When the big leader, Cesc Fabregas, was absent yesterday. So the defeat at Manchester City exacerbated a problem which began with William Gallas's interview, in which he talked about the rottenness at the core of the dressing room. Now, it's a very complicated story, this, because, I mean, what the News of the World is saying is that Gallas has been told to grovel, to say sorry or get out, and obviously that's true. He has been told to apologise, whether that's grovelling or not. He is very reluctant to do this, because he claims he was quoted on an off-the-record briefing by a journalist while on French international duty, and how many times have we had that before? The problem with Gallas is that there have been too many instances of this kind of flakiness, of departing from the team ethic for Wenger, who's obviously decided enough is enough. And if he doesn't come to heel this time, then he's away in the winter window. And Arsenal will have to go into the market to buy his replacement. I mean, this is part of the problem, that maybe Wenger has been a little bit mean with the club's money, and he should have spent in the last window. He claims he tried to, by the way, but the FA's rules on agents didn't